main way your body actually burns calories is just from your NEAT, your non-exercise activity thermogenesis. And this is from you existing. So as a bigger person, I'm naturally going to need more fuel to keep my body going. I have a slow metabolism and can't lose weight no matter what I seem to do. Is there a fix for this, or I am doomed? And I love this question because it's all too often I hear people, I can't lose weight, I have a slow metabolism, my hormones just aren't right. Like, these are things that are usually thrown in the way of weight loss being a challenge. And this can absolutely be a true thing. Metabolism is a factor. We know people that seemingly can eat anything they want. They're very sedentary and they maintain a low weight. We know some people that whenever it seems like they go off their diet a bit, they blow up. Now, it's a lot more complex than it should be at face value because metabolism encompasses quite a lot of things. And when you consider, if you want to get really technical about it, your TDEE, your total daily energy expenditure, there are so many components that go into this. And the main way your body actually burns calories is just from your NEAT, your non-exercise activity thermogenesis. And this is from you existing. So as a bigger person, I'm naturally going to need more fuel to keep my body going, just like a bigger condo would need more electricity than a small little house. So because of that, it's hard to compare apples to oranges, but you may know someone who's your exact height and weight, and maybe they're just able to eat way more. So what's interesting within this and other factors that come into consideration, some people are really twitchy. Some people are always pacing. Some people are always moving and grooving. And you'll actually find when you diet really hard, you start to naturally do less of these. And some people too will have a quote unquote natural metabolism, but maybe that person's doing 20,000 steps. I think servers are a great example. When we were at our dinner, I noticed our server was just boogieing the other day. Like, you're just constantly ripping. And I've had clients that say, hey, when I'm doing that, I'm doing 25,000 steps a day. This isn't to say they net have a higher metabolism than you. This is just them being more active and burning more calories. And metabolism is a fun cop out because there is a great chance you quote unquote have a slow metabolism if you're sedentary, you don't hold much muscle, you're not moving very much, and you're not tracking your calories. Because of all of these different factors, you don't have much in your favor, and you're gonna see weight add up from those few times you go over calories. You're not really doing anything to counteract that. So instead of looking at your metabolism as quote unquote slow, start to fix some of those habits and regulate your expenditure. So obviously a step count is phenomenal. Having a set day amount in the gym for a set amount of time is another great solution. And on top of that, there are a few things you can do to actually improve your metabolism. I have a pretty fast metabolism. I'm able to maintain quite high, mid 3,000 calories, no problem. I have a lot of flexibility within that. I can enjoy the foods I want, but I've been lifting for 10 plus years and I'm able to enjoy the fruits of my labor. And as you hold more muscle, you can actually eat more food. But Kyle's actually an expert on this. He's made some phenomenal videos on our YouTube channel about net improving your metabolism. But what I want to say too is just don't be quick to use this as an out as to why you can't succeed. Most often there are just adherence issues that can quite simply be fixed. And this is something that can be brought up over time. And just the same, you absolutely can damage your metabolism. We have to fix a lot of time for other coaches where they've just been dieted to oblivion with no flexibility and really had bad nutritional habits, because when you do diet down really hard, your ghrelin, your leptin gets super suppressed. And these are actually hormones that will really cause you to be more hungry and to be less satiated with food. So it's a losing battle. And then your other hormones like testosterone, insulin, all these things will start to suppress even more, giving you less energy, giving you less results. And it kind of becomes this just snowball of you getting pretty messed up by you over dieting. Now, it is really hard to do this. And most people, truth be told, don't have this issue. And sometimes you do need a diet a little bit lower than you'd be comfortable of. But there are ways you can actually rebirth this with like refeeds and all these other higher level things that do work quite well. But once again, this question is very complex, and things like metabolism is it's more of a buzzy word, and it's hard to get into the semantics of it. But Kyle has, like I said, phenomenal tips for anyone, no matter where you are in your journey, that will actually cause you to boost that metabolism a bit.
Yeah, and because it's like a bit of a buzzword, it seems like there's also a lot of just like really bad advice out there. And I think a lot of thoughts within metabolism come to, like, as soon as you think of it, people think of like more meals per day. Like, I'm going to keep my metabolism going all day, so I'm going to have 8 meals a day. Like, I've heard this countless times. Some people would look into spicy food, supplements, fat burners, pills, saunas, cold baths, green tea, all those things, thinking that that's what's going to fix them. And reality is, it's just when it comes down to giving you guys advice just to be like healthier, have a better metabolism, obviously, just like be stronger and just be leaner as well, a lot of it is just what we always talk about. It's just build high quality muscle, give yourself time to be in a surplus or a maintenance phase. And I think this is where I see one of the biggest mistakes come in, is just that people are in an endless phase of dieting, but not even just consistent dieting, just like on and off, like 8 weeks of good stuff, or not even 8 weeks. Most people do a few weeks, and then you see the next fad diet, you have a bit of a break, and then you jump into the next one. And I see some people in the exact same spot over and over again, not seeing results, not losing fat, just not allowing themselves even like, I love a nice maintenance and surplus phase because I feel like it does my body really well. And if you were to use an example of me years ago, let's say with like way less muscle mass, it would just be hard for me to eat more food because I just simply don't have as much muscle. I'm not burning as many calories. So I would say, let's say maybe I would maintain around 2,000, whereas now I could maintain around 3,000 calories. It's a big difference, and it's not exactly to the T, but it's nice to be able to just enjoy and be able to still, go out and realize I'm not going backwards if I, have a bit more or whatever the case is. But honestly, when it comes down to it, when you diet, do it slower, be consistent with it. Don't crash diet, don't rush diet. I know so many people would be like, hey, I'm going on a trip in a few weeks. And, it messes things up like internally. And it doesn't have to be that way. But like I said, the most important thing is just building high quality muscle. And I think most people are afraid to do it. They don't know how to do it. And there's a lot of information. There's a lot of misinformation. So we specialize in this. Like Josh said, like we've had so many people come in who are like, I am at 1,200 calories and I don't know what to do. Like I'm stuck. I can't go down anymore. What do I do? So we implement a lot of high level strategies. Like you were saying, we'll do some reverse diets. We'll deep dive into what's actually working and what's not, and be able to realize maybe the inaccuracies taking place, maybe the strength training program is not right, maybe you're doing too much cardio, too little strength training. There's a lot of things going on. So we're actually looking to do a test group right now for people who are looking to fix their metabolism and lose weight by summer and keep it off. We're going to take on, I'd say, 3 people for this specific case study, and all you have to do is message us on Instagram with the keyword metabolism. I promise you, this will be the greatest thing you're going to be able to do, instead of just years and years complaining like, it's stuck, it's slowing down. Another myth is people think that as the years go on, it just slows down and they're just doomed, and they just use that as an excuse. So you have what it takes. We can help you. We've helped hundreds, if not thousands of people like this, and we can't wait for you to be next.
So well said. And once again, taking all of the complexity of this and removing it so you know exactly what you need to do is the best place to be, because a great way to mess up your metabolism too is to make the typical mistake of, oh no, I'm too heavy, I need to lose weight. Then you diet a bunch, lose some fat, and then you're like, oh, I'm looking skinny, I need to bulk. And you're in this wishy-washy phase, or you crash diet for 2 weeks and then you end up binging out for a trip and you end up worse than when you started. Like, this is a great way to nuke your metabolism and be in a bad spot. And perhaps you've done this and you're up 10, 20, 30 pounds more than you have been in the past. You can easily circumvent this and learn how you can actually navigate this with intention and focus. And having a coach on your side makes it way more clear, and it will really help you battle the highs and lows of your fitness journey, because it's something that needs to work with you, not against you. It needs to be realistic. And that's really what we built our coaching around. So definitely look forward to helping you with that. It's up to you to make that choice. Don't just be thinking, oh, someday. Make it today. We're here to help you. Hit us up with that message, Metabolism, and we look forward to helping you. But now we're going to go ahead and jump into our quote of the week. We love